I cannot let a dad joke go by without being unsaid. We are having a blast here at Motorhead Garage. Giles from ColdJet is showing us how to do this stuff, and it couldn't be simpler. Now, folks may not have heard of dry ice blasting. How is it different from other media blasting we've seen out there?
There's two main benefits to it. Number one is it's not abrasive. It's a very soft material, so as you blast on all sorts of different surfaces, metal, plastics, rubber, it's not going to damage them. And the second part is there's no secondary waste. So that dry ice impacts the surface, it sublimates from a solid state to a gas state and leaves no residue left behind.
Who's using dry ice blasting?
Well, we supply a number of automotive suppliers. So everyone from plastics, composites, rubber, tires, foundries, textiles, and even those industries not associated with the automotive industry, like food processing, life sciences, aerospace, kind of spread about a mile wide and an inch deep in all sorts of different industries and applications.
How does dry ice blasting actually work?
Dry ice blasting works in three main ways. First of all is the kinetic energy or impact. We're taking, in most cases, rice-sized particles of dry ice. We may break those down into smaller particles depending on the application, but then we're accelerating them at anywhere from 600 to 1,200 feet per second upon impact to that surface. The second part is the thermal shock or the cold. Dry ice is very cold at negative 109 degrees Fahrenheit. So as it impacts that surface, it chills whatever contaminant you have on there and helps to release the bond that it has on that surface. And then lastly is the sublimation part. That dry ice, as it hit and transitions from that solid state to the gas state, it expands to 800 times its size in order to pop off that newly released coating. So to kind of summarize that down a little bit, we use the acronym ICE, I for impact, C for cold, and E for expansion or sublimation.
And with all those things said, how easy is it to use a system like this?
It's relatively easy. You've got your applicator, your nozzle, you hook it up, and there's about 5 major do's or don'ts when using this equipment. You want to be about 2 to 4 inches in most cases. Try to hit things at a 90-degree angle, but essentially it's kind of like a dry pressure washer when it comes to the operation.
What does someone need if they want to start their business with this or add this into their existing business?
Air and then air treatment are the big ones. The two enemies of dry ice are heat and moisture. So you've got to find a way to mitigate those two and then have a sufficient air supply to act as a propellant for that dry ice to impact that surface with the cleaning effect that we're looking for. So we have a support kind of hub, if you will, called ColdJet Connect. And that is a number of different access to data, access to support, service agreements. I can even take my phone, scan the QR code on the side of this machine, and pull up analytics for things like machine utilization, estimates for dry ice consumption as well. So I have the data needed to make the decisions to best support my business going forward. You can reach out to any one of our reps that we have remotely placed all throughout the United States and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen are equipped with vans, trucks, trailers. They're able to come on site, do inspections of your equipment, safety audits, trainings. So we offer a lot of support to our customers.
If you go to coldjet.com, you can learn how the system works and how you can get it yourself. And if you want to find out more about how someone uses this in their business, you can tune in next week for more from ColdJet.